Today, Gilsing Warner has the great pleasure of meeting online for a short interview with Joel and Kate Booy. You both form Studio Truly, and we are very happy to learn more about you and about your work with Leolux. Since long, one of the leading, very inspiring and very successful Dutch furniture companies.
Yeah.
Firstly, thank you very much for accepting our invitation and being willing to share your ideas and experiences with us today. You have been working for several international brands. What does it mean to work for Leolux and to work as an art director for such a great Dutch furniture company?
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity because, as you said, Leolux is a very established brand and they have a great capability in craftsmanship and quality and comfort. And so to be able to be art director, we can really play with that a lot and bring a great image to the brand as well.
Yeah, and I mean it's also great to be part of a Dutch company because the Dutch have a very good sensibility with boldness, creativity, all of that kind of thing is very entrenched in the Dutch culture. So for us, it's quite comfortable to talk about certain things that are cultural and artistic in the Dutch community. So for us, it's nice to be in the Netherlands. And
it suits well also with both your personality. I guess. What is your personal opinion about Dutch design? And do you feel enough space to express your artistic creativity working and designing for Leolux?
I mean, I think Dutch design is wonderfully creative and innovative, and that's a nice sort of background for Leolux. They have they're well known for being expressive in their furniture designs. So there's a nice crossover there where there is space to make expressive furniture items. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other thing about Dutch design is it's there's a freedom to do things that are a bit new and innovative. So for us, that's quite an enjoyable thing to take part in. You know, I also studied at the Design Academy in Eindhoven, so we got to understand the Dutch design culture quite well that way.
Yeah, Dutch people love the freedom and to invent and try new directions. So what is what are the most important criteria for a good new Leolux design, according to your opinion?
It always has to be functional, but that comes without a question at Leolux. It's always sitting well. It's always really well made. You know, all of that kind of stuff it's like a starting point for Leolux. You never start anywhere else. But from our point of view, there's also the visual aspect of how it looks, how it feels, how it, visually, what does it tell you? What is it telling you about its comfort? What is it telling you about its atmosphere for your space? So that's really important for us.
Yeah, as designers, we're interested in that kind of expression, that when you see a piece of furniture, you already get a bit of feeling from it. You know, you have a gut reaction. It's not just something very plain necessarily. There's a little bit of storytelling there as well. And I think the added layer on that is the feeling, the tactility.
Being touched by the design.
The touch, yeah. That's the other element as well. How soft is it? Do you sink in? Is it firm? Is it having a texture on the textile, or is it smooth leather?
Is it masculine? Is it feminine? There's all these things that you can imbue into a piece of furniture, and that can also change depending on the color of the material. So there's a lot to think about. But yeah,
I understand. Comfort is always almost kind of guaranteed within the Leolux furniture. How do you work together as a team, and what is the division of roles in the designing process?
That kind of naturally grew. We've worked together now for quite some years. And I think the division goes, it does swap every now and then, but generally I'll work on the initial sort of concept of what are we going to do? What's the image? And then Kate will make it look better and work better and refine all the details and make everything really, sharp. Kate always comes with a different perspective on things. So I have a view of what I want, and then she will look at it from a completely different perspective that allows us to have something that's more rounded rather than a singular vision.
Yeah, there's a lot of dialogue between us the whole way through the process. Lots of back and forth. Like, what
So
about?
It really depends on the combination of your both your qualities and the complement of each other's qualities. It wouldn't work when you separate the task and work both for yourself. That's no option.
Certainly not the same.
That's
It would be a completely different outcome.
Yeah, that's it.
Good.
Definitely.
Your latest design, the sofa Pula. How did you come up with this specific design, and how have you been able to translate it into a commercial product?
I think Pula's been sort of percolating for a long time. It's kind of something that's a combination of everything we've worked on in upholstery. So our first sofa had cushions that were squashed and bent, and then our second sofa was called Press, and it was also about these things moving around, and then about upholstery being sculpted. And then Pula was all about bringing that together in a way that just was only upholstery. So Pula is just all this upholstered forms that are sort of braided together, and it actually sort of, the crux of the moment came when we were sort of talking about what relates to that braided form, and that was kind of this a bread that my family used to always have at Christmas time, which is called Pula.
Right.
It's a Finnish bread. So my family is Dutch and Finnish. So my mum's Finnish, my dad's Dutch, and we would always have Christmas food was always Dutch and Finnish. That's the only time of the year we would eat that. We're Australians, just to cover that.
Okay.
And that's weird. And so this idea of like everything sort of braiding out of each other came from that. And that focus was really allowed to happen in the corner of that sofa where you normally have like a little bit of a corner that's a bit awkward and strange. That's where we sort of put all the detail in of this sofa. So you see, if you look around the back of the sofa, you see everything sort of just braiding into that one corner, and it's really inspired, connected to and metaphorically like that bread.
So when you see your own design created, or you see the sofa real life, you still have this connection with the Christmas bread, and perhaps still get hungry and get this memory, this good let's say bread memory. But now it comes to my mind. Actually, yeah, it's once you know how it has been created, you're actually going to see it and get a special feeling with the design. So it's very nice to hear this. I didn't know about this story. It was going to be quite a short interview, so we already have arrived at the last question, and that's related to your future vision and plans. And could you perhaps tell us a little bit about some of the designs you are currently working on?
Yeah, we're working on a lot of textiles. That's something we're constantly working on because it's really connected to the upholstery. But we're also looking at ways of innovating in the furniture making itself, in the process.
Actually, working together with Leolux in the let's say the technical way to construct furniture and the construction process.
Exactly,
because we're starting an exploration into that. I think there's some room there to innovate and find new ways.
That's very interesting.
It's a part of, Leolux has all of its product development here in Venlo. The production, a lot of the production also happens in Venlo. So there's really a strong possibility for us to look at all that and see what we can do to innovate there. And also thinking in more positive for the environment ways as well. Like anything we can do. I mean, Leolux already does so many activities in that way, but we're also looking at that in our innovation of how a sofa is developed.
Is that something new for you to actually engage as well in the construction methodology aside to the design of furniture and art, or is this something you have always been, let's say, connected with and looking forward to do already, engaging in?
I think it's part of going through the Design Academy Eindhoven, where you really look at processes, you look at how the construction is made, and that's also a good way to find your own vision and direction. So I think it's part of what's become a part of our process of design.
Maybe logical, because the designer of the product actually understands bestly how it could be fabricated. In a sense.
That's not always true, though, because there's so much technical stuff in manufacturing a sofa. So there's a lot of skill in the craftsman's hands as well.
Definitely.
So you really need to work together with them to understand how things could be better. You know, like for example, there's the craft of being able to make a cushion rounded, but then also fitting with leather is it's tailoring. It's like suit tailoring. I don't have the skill for that, but I can work with the guys at Leolux and understand what they know in order to work together with them to make new decisions. And that's what we're working on.
It's a really nice combination, because we're bringing our perspective and they're bringing all their skills and knowledge and experience, and so together we can have those conversations where we can say, hey, what about this, and question things and see how we move forward, and is there some room to change things a little bit.
Very nice. It really looks like a great, let's say, cooperation, and as I said, a complement of each other's ideas and qualities, skills, etc. So I can see the passion and the pleasure you're actually showing to engage in all these developments. We have sadly come to the end of this little interview. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Good luck with your wonderful work and all future activities. And it would be great to see you again, perhaps at the next International Furniture Fair in Cologne.
That's right. We'll be there.
Yes,
Sure.
I hope it will go through. Thanks again. Take care.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Roel.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so
Nice
much.
to meet you.